Let's start in on this assignment. So in this assignment we're going to make our first dimensioned multi-view drawing. So you want to go to cad.onshape.com and you want to open a new document called dimensioning. So we're going to name the document dimensioning, and you want to leave the default units as inch. Your default units should be inch, so you don't need to change those. And again, the document name should be dimensioning. The Part Studio name, or the tab, you should name Dim1 for dimensioning 1, and also after you make the part, don't forget to go in and change the part name itself to Dim1. Okay, so that's the setup. It says make the part shown in Figure 1. Figure 1 is right here. This is the part that we've already talked about a little bit, I think. So we've got this rectangular prism with a chunk out of it here and a hole here, and we want to place these dimensions. So we want to first make the part, and then we want to make the dimension drawing. One thing that's important is we're going to need to import into Onshape the drawing template here. So I want to show how to do that. Why don't we just do that now? This is the same template we've used before, but it has units of inches instead of millimeters. So what we have to do is we have to click on it, and it should tell us to download it. So download this to somewhere in your computer. CHS drawing template inch.dwt, so I'm going to save it there. Then I'm going to go to Onshape, to the little plus sign, import CHS drawing template inch, and open it. And now it should be available to us, so we'll see if that's the case. Okay, so we've done that. So that's really important, so make sure you take care of that one, and then we'll be ready to go. Let's make the part first. So if we go to the dimension drawing, we have to make a rectangular prism that's 3 wide, and it's 1.5 inches in height. It's 1 inch in depth, and it's got this little chunk taken out of it here. So let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to start here, I'm going to use the line tool, and I'm going to come over here 3 inches, and then I'm going to come up here 1 inch, back this way 1.25, up here 1/2 inch, back here, what is that, 3 minus 1.25, or 1 3/4, although the geometric constraint of being right above this point will alleviate the need for me to actually dimension that out, and then I'm going to come back here. Okay, so let's start that. 3, 1. So it's important that if we want it to look like this, that we have to draw this the purple here on the front plane, not on another plane. Otherwise, it won't turn out right. So let's put a sketch on the front plane here. Press N to right-click, view normal to sketch. It's not working. Let's refresh. Occasionally that'll happen. I'm going to refresh, and then living in the browser has some drawbacks. So if I click front and press N, there we go. I'm going to use the line tool here, and I'm going to go over 3, horizontally 3, and then I'm going to go up that distance, which is 1, then over 1.25. So I'm going to go up 1 here, and back 1.25, 1.25, and then I think I go up 0.5, and then I come back here, but I can get it to go right above there if I am careful. Left click, right click, escape line tool. And now I can kind of move these dimensions around so that, let's do it this way, maybe there, and here, and here, and we'll compare that to here, to 5, and I think that is okay. So I can press down the right mouse button to turn it a little bit. I don't even have to accept the sketch. I can go directly to Extrude, although you can accept the sketch. I'm going to go into the page, and it is 1. So that's our part. So I'm going to press P to get rid of the origin planes. I don't need them anymore. F to fit it in there, and I'm going to get rid of the origin here just because it kind of stands out. And that should be the part here. I think it is. So let's go ahead and make that hole. And for the hole, you can see that it's right here, and I've got a diameter of 1/4 of an inch. and I'm a 1/2 inch from this corner down here, right here. So let me do that. So I'm going to place another sketch on the right side, press N. Here's the circle tool, just click anywhere here, and what was that, 0.25 diameter? Yep. And then the center of that is 1/2 inch from the lower left corner of the right view. So this will be 0.5, and this will be, oops, 0.5. And we can move the leader line there, so 1/4, I think that's okay. And now I want to extrude here, and I want to do a remove extrude, and I want to go all the way through, and Shift 7 will put it in isometric mode, and I think I did. It goes all the way through, Shift 7, and I think that is the part, so I'm going to rename the part studio to dim 1, and I'm going to rename the part here to dim 1, and now I'm ready to prove to myself that I did make it correctly by making the dimension drawing. So let's do that. Right click, create drawing. Now I'm going to go to created by me to get that template that I just uploaded. I have to do that the first time I use it, and so it's retrieving the templates, and I've got a lot here, so I'm going to look for the one that I just uploaded. I think it's this one right here. So if I click there and then click the 4 views, I'm going to have OK. And there's my multi-view drawing. Remember, for the isometric, we have to go in here and show the hidden lines. And then for the front, oh, not that one, that's wrong. That is the exact opposite of what we need to do. We need to show the shaded view. And then for the front, right and top, right click, show hidden lines, right click, show hidden lines, and right click, show hidden lines. Although in the right view, I don't think we have any. So let's go back to the assignment document and see if that looks right. I think it does, but we'll find out in a moment when we start to dimension this. Let's go ahead and clean this stuff up. And all right, so let's just dimension it like it's shown here. Let's do the width first. So yeah. So I'm going to come up here. Actually, what I'm going to do first is put in the center line on the circle, and then the center point, sorry, and then the center line here and here. Escape. And now I can start to attach the dimensions. So I'll take the dimensioning tool here, and I'll click here and pull up. You want to have the smaller dimension be closest to the part. So we have that, and then I think that's for the width. And then for the depth, we have that one. Let's see. And then we have to take care of that notch and the height. So we have this one, and then from here to here, like so. And then so far so good. It's the right size, and then we have to document the location and size of the hole. So its size is 1/4. Okay, that's right. And its location is 0.5 from that corner. So that is what I think we should have. And then our flowchart says that if we don't have any dimensions on one of the views, we can delete that view. And so this would be our dimension drawing for that part. Let's go back and see if we have everything done. Oh, we want to go back, and mine already says it because I've already done it, but we want to change the precision. You can see I have just 2 decimal points after, two digits after the decimal. You probably don't. So right click, drawing properties, and then you can come over here into the precision and change that to just 2 digits after the decimal. And if you do that, it'll update in a second or so, and you should have the 2 digits after the decimal. So we've got our center point lines, center lines, and now I think we're done. I think that is the correct dimension drawing for that part.